項目となっています。さて、このチャレンジシステムの使い方一つで、試合の流れが変わっているということがあります。大きな入れどころと言っていいでしょう。ご来場のお客様にご案内申し上げます。フラッシュを使用しての写真撮影はご遠慮ください。皆様、今一度スマートフォン、デジタルカメラなどの設定をご確認ください。よろしくお願い申し上げます。
The FIVB World Grand Champions Cup is in its final day of action. as the men's competition comes to a close. It's all to play for here. And up next, we have Iran taking on France in the Municipal Central Gymnasium. Live action to come from this very wonderful city of Osaka. Hello and welcome. Clayton Lucas here with you for our second game from the final day of coverage of the F5EB World Grand Champions Cup here in Japan. Overall, we'll have had 30 matches of volleyball, 15 from the women's event, which was won by China, who went undefeated throughout the tournament, and 15 matches here. And as yet, we are still uncertain as to who is going to take what. Right now, Italy are top of the table with 12 points, and they are guaranteed a silver medal, so we know that. Then we have Iran holding on to bronze. United States are currently behind because of the fact that whilst they've got more points, it must all go down to the head-to-head between Iran and the United States, Iran having played them. So Iran are looking to hold on to perhaps bronze. And for Brazil, well, they're in second. And if they win their match against Japan, they will take gold. But so long as they win 3-0 or 3-1, if Japan can take it to 5, and Japan have been getting better and better as this tournament's gone along. If they can do that, then it would be Italy's tournament. So the teams have finished their warm-up. France are without Leroux because he's not been selected. No injury, just not required as far as the head coach is concerned, Laurent Tilly. Engapev is injured, Grebennikov is injured, and Kevin Tilly is injured. And as such, Tilly, normally an outside hitter, is playing as libero. Grebennikov is here, but his legs strapped up, and he's just done a little bit of passing. He hasn't played any volleyball. Puyol not selected. So Toniyuti is the #1 setter, and Brizard the #2 setter in this tournament. Although Toniyuti has been spending some time on the bench as Brizard has taken over the #11 setting duties. It's been a settled 6 for Iran. And with the teams on court, the flag bearers out, it's time for the national anthems of both countries. We're going to start with Iran, and we'll finish with France.
The national anthem of Iran.
always a special moment for those of you that have represented your country in whatever it may be, whatever sport, and you have your national anthem played out for you as representing that country. It's such a special moment. A special moment too for the referees today. In charge of this one from Brazil is Paulo Turci, and he'll be ably assisted by Russia's Andrei Zenovich. The challenge referee today is Mr. Liu Jiang from China. He'll be up working with Hawkeye should there be any challenges. I'll talk to you about them a little bit later. If you've been following the tournament, you'll be familiar with them. If you're new to it, then when they come up, I'll give you some information on what they're for, what you can challenge, and so on and so forth. Up, come onto court then, Iran. And it's the same team that has played throughout this tournament. So Gami through the outside, Gafour 10 in the opposite slot, Bayazi 3 through the middle, 6 Muzavi is middle blocking, Maruf number 4 is setting, and Ibadipur number 2 is through the outside. And they line up as they have done throughout this tournament as well, in the same spots. France waiting to come out. So Tony Wuti coming out onto court. This is how the team line up. So Tony Wuti setting. And it's Stefan Boyer in the opposite slot. Clevenot outside with Julien Liniel. In the middle, it is Darlo Balta and Barthélemy Chinanisi, number 21. Tilly is the libero. So a few changes. Tonucci back in. Brizard goes to the bench. No place for Jean Paltry either, who's been playing in the opposite slot. But I expect, perhaps we should expect to see those two come in for a double substitution switch for France. They have been using that. No place on court for Le Goff, number 14, who's been normally has been a big starter for this team. But what we are seeing with this French team is, even without Nkapeth and without Leroux may not be getting back into this squad anytime soon. Nkapeth will definitely be back in as soon as he's fit. It's a team that has got a lot of strength in depth, because Brizard and Rossard through the outside. Brizard setting. Guyel's not here. He's going to have to fight for his place to get back into the team. With Le Goff and Jean Patry and Balta, it's a decent squad France have got looking forward to competitions to come and building towards Tokyo 2020. All of these boys are birthdays of 1990 is the oldest player, up to 1998. Chinanisi is the youngest player. In fact, I'd tell a little fib. Just spotted Tony Uti is 1989, so he's the oldest player. France in white serving, Iran in red receiving. This is game 2 from match day 5 of the F5EB World Grand Champions Cup. And France off to an immaculate start. A commit block through the middle from the 18-year-old Chinanisi. And France lead 1-0. Good reach from Julien Liniel. Another block from France. A little look from Tony Uti to the referee to say, come on, that was a double touch. A bit of mind games going on. Referee won't be buying any of that. There's a chance for Tony Uti. Ball going right by him. He must have just made a movement too early to his left. Couldn't get back to the right then. Shinonisi again, doing all the damage at the moment. Well, this is huge from France. It's a block fest at the moment. Nice roll shot from Clevenot. Say it's good for the middle, so too the rest of the team. But Gafour's been the big point scorer for Iran, and that's why. .65 points so far for Gafour for the team. He's closely followed by Badipour through the outside with 60. Syed gets a big block back. Garmi striking a pose. Toniutti was straight back to Volta after he was blocked. Excellent work by Toniutti. Nice swing through the middle by Volta. Lovely set from Toniutti, the sickle and hammer. Must be a Russian saying about that style of volleyball, where you'd send everything one way and then put the ball back the other. France with a 3-point lead in the first tech timeout. As the on-court announcer, Mark Sherman, just correctly stated, dual time, as Gafour gets it off the block and away. very successful comedy show as well in America. Oh, ace serve, brilliant from Daryl Boulter. Ace ringing around the gymnasium. It's always one of those, and if you've been watching this tournament throughout and you've been seeing the slow-mos of the aces, in the main, the ones that have caused the problems are the ones that are in between two passes. Which makes you wonder, doesn't it? If you took perhaps a little more off of the serve, so you can get more accuracy and control, whether you'd be more successful overall in your serving stats. It's all very well having an ace, and then you put the next one in the net or in the crowd or in the roof, and kind of takes away what you've just done. Float serving. Talk about whether you're serving into zones, into the channels, or you're serving across a player, things you're doing. And the jump servers, generally, it's like, we'll go up and just swing hard on the ball, but as Linial can't find a way through that big block. And then you have players have preferred places to play the ball, and Anderson is a classic. He's always serving from the far right side of court. His natural tendency is to get the ball to swerve from right to left, so he's got lots of room to do what he wants with the ball. He very rarely hits a line serve, and teams will have no doubt statted that, and then they'll shift their block over a little bit, or their serve receive over a little bit. Japan, who'll be playing later on, three servers, Yanagida, Ishikawa, and Hamamoto, all with a very wristy action, putting the ball with extreme right to left on it and swerve. That's going to stay in play. So now from Linial, but for Japan, it's all about just heat and swerve, trying to make it tricky, not necessarily after a player or looking to go in between players. That's great up for Italy, now wasted by Linial. And now it's a foot fob from the pipe attack. Very good disguise by Toniuti. He had the ball in front of him, he waited, and then as quick as a button, he sent the ball behind him, disrupting Iran's block. Good touch. It's unlucky. Excellent. Toniuti at full stretch. He's not the tallest player by any stretch of the imagination at 1.83 m. He's got a good leap on him, takes the ball as high as he can, puts it right into the hitting zone of Boulter. Nice work from Clevenot. Good swing.
チームイベントナポテンアメリカプールリオオリンピックにも代表として出場しています。
Into the technical timeout. France still leading by 3.
得点で16点で達しました世界トップテクニカルタイムアウトです。
Simplest and yet most effective attack in volleyball is the A-quick. Ball is shoot ball to follow it with the B-quick. Demonstrated by Iran. Another big swing through the middle, this time from France. A gentle touch from Iran, not working. Good up from Erouf. Wonderful pickup from the setter for Iran. He's always pretty casual on court. But he can have cat-like reflexes when he needs to. Iran calling timeout. Well, the better option must have gone down to position 1. You can see it from the end on view, but it's Iran who have the point. That's a good lead from Klivno. There's going to be a challenge coming. They're all looking to Gulakovic. He's decided, all right, let's get the view, let's find out. I've got a sneaking suspicion it's probably out. As I suspected. It's well worth a look though.
19対15フランスリード。
Miniel with the serve for France. France fluffing their lines, and as a result losing the point. That was a free ball over, and they just give it straight back to Iran. So another ace for France, another point for the team, more trouble for Iran, and another timeout called.
Timeout by Iran.
ファーストセット、ティープイラン、2回目のタイムアウトです。イラン、このセットのタイムアウトを使い切りました。
That's a dreadful pass, wasn't it? From Manavi. It's like he just didn't want to be there. He's there to pass. And he's the backcourt passer. He's not actually, he's a front row passer in this rotation. So he's hoping that Ibadipur might take it off him. This time Ibadipur does take the ball. So Yuti gets under it, but it's too heavy, too powerful for it to stay in play. Well, Manavi getting in on the action. He got aced. Now he's aced France, and another one right between two players. See how they part as the ball goes between them, a natural reaction.
22-18. さあ、ここでティームフランスナンバー4ジャンプパンパリオンザコート。
Iran have been notoriously slow starters in this competition, so France will be looking to make hay while the sun is shining. Although that sun is due to go pretty quickly during the course of the day here in Osaka. We are expecting actually a typhoon to make its presence felt. Around about the last game this evening, some high winds and rain predicted, none of which will affect the action on court in this magnificent municipal gymnasium. This might get a little wet though going to the station after. Miniel's not having much luck through the outside. Maybe that Thibaut Rossard will replace him at some point. He has done on numerous occasions during the course of this tournament. Oh, that was a shame. That's a real shame. Klevno was way off the net, doing exactly what he knows off the baseline, what he knows he should be doing, which is getting ready for that ball off the block. And it was just unfortunate for him. He didn't get the right contact as he chased it down. And Iran now back to a point.
22, serving 23.
The double substitution has been replaced. Boyette and Toniutti back on, and a timeout call. Klevno patrolling that baseline again. That's off the block and away. Nice serve. Well, that's a great dig. Toniutti goes with the pokey. Liniel does well to get something on it. Chance now, maybe. No, it's not going to stay in play. One side out required then for France to get this first set. Liniel with an absolute belter, but he hasn't found the court. There's going to be a challenge. Liniel's head is walking away with his head down, and the first ref's going, really? Maybe he hit it that hard that it compressed more than the circumference of the ball to clip the line. From the reaction of Liniel, he knows this is out. Out it is. Now it's interesting. This is one Iran could sneak away from France here. And they've got themselves a set point. It is a monster block from Iran. Set point again then for France, if they can get this into a hittable position. Will Toniutti go to Liniel or will he go behind to Boyette? It's to the middle. But that one doesn't go down. Maruf makes the pickup. They was just expecting maybe that ball to have gone behind to Boyer, really. But it was tight to the net for Toniutti. He didn't find the timing he wanted for Chinanisi. Gafour puts it down and another set point is saved. And we keep on going. Lineal can't come off because Brossard's come in. Gone out again. There's another outside hitter who can come on. Brossard can only come on for who he came on to serve for. And then he'd have to stay on. Well, he can't even do that because he's already been on and been off. That's some set from Toniutti. May well go back to Boyer again. He does, but Boyer's now out of the action. So it's up to Clevenot. And Clevenot gets it away. France have an opportunity. Rossard actually has gone on to come off as he was just taken out for the libero. Big swing, Gafour, and we're all level again. A massive ace serve from Iran, and now they have set point. Nobody wants to win it. Or do they? Iran have got themselves in a good spot now. That's a massive serve, Manavi. Another one, look, right across one player into another. Can Manavi do it again? He's going for it. Taking the heat out, Lineal with an easy pass. Clevenot hammers it away. Another side out, and another chance for Iran. Good work from Clevenot. And we keep on going. Now there's a chance, a swing for the set. Gafour, he's only going to roll it in, but that's a good thing. He's made France have to play it. And that's a good swing from Boyer under pressure. Nothing silly from Iran. Gafour couldn't have the big hit he wanted. He didn't try anything daft. It was an out-of-system play. Eyes off the scoreboard for the teams. And focused on a side out here, and maybe a point for Iran if they can get the serve working. It's a big serve off the net, no middle coming. Boyer. Maruf makes the dig, but he doesn't get his hips far enough under the ball.
32-32.
France keen to keep this one going, aren't they? I wonder if we can get to a point where we have 2 sets in one. I think the highest set score is in the 40s. And every time Iran side out, and every time that they get themselves in front, it just puts that extra little bit of pressure on France. And funny enough, France still have a timeout available. Not using it, and I can see why as well, because they're in a zone here. They are in a really good side out element. France now calling the time. Just as I said, they were doing really well and had the momentum, but I think because they've won the point that this is a tactical thing, until he's going to be giving some information about how they can maybe get themselves over the line here, get themselves in front.
Toi, tu défends à l'intérieur, c'est-à-dire qu'on bloque la ligne, tu défends à l'intérieur, le central, vous coupez l'angle. D'accord? Et
Another massive hit by Gafour. Another set point for Iran. Saved again by France. Saeed back to serve. Has he got the key to unlock the door to this set? Oh, Maruf is going to have a word with Gayami, or with Faizi. The big walking carpet, get out of the way! Still having a word with him. Set point saved again, and we continue going on again. That's off of Liniel in a way. And fans and those of you watching at home where you watch, I'm getting value for money, that's for sure. In a set that goes normally to 25. We've gone way past that, but there's a chance now. Big swing, Gafour for the set! Well, it's still in play. And it's an unforced error from Boyer. France think this is in, though. They're going to challenge it. It may not be over just yet. It may not be over just yet. It's a challenging ball in, ball out, I think. Or are they not? It's ball in out. Oh, so it's not ball in, ball out. They're actually looking for a net touch then. Although France were pointing at the ball being in. There's no net touch. So, at last, the set is won. Iran have taken it 38-36, and they lead 1-0. Take a while to get the highlights up for that first set. There were plenty of them. 38-36, incredible. So many chances for Iran. France's side-out game really did come good, didn't it? We'll need more of that now as we go through to the second set. France had their chances, but it's Italy. Sorry, yeah, Iran it was in the end who made it happen. So then, here are the highlights from that first set. So here are the stats. 2 aces each. France had 25 points in attacks. Not good enough. But they gave Iran 13 points from errors. That really does need looking at.
Number 2.
Teams are ready to go for the second set. How important will that first set win be for Iran? Will France be overcome emotionally and physically with not getting themselves over the line? So the change for France as Brossard is in, he's replaced Liniel. play continues. Iran not happy with that touch from Rossard, and then they're going to look to the referee and get all upset. Of course, having a chat with the refs, not to Gafour. He's not the captain on court, Maruf is. France said back in the game, 1-1. Tonucci with the serve. So good effort from Boyer. France in front. A little bit of work to be done with the tablet on the second ref's post, so that was the delay. It's incredible, isn't it, watching these players in their 5th match, 2 games in a row, a day's rest, then 3 games in a row. The quality is incredible. Right, there are a few errors, but hitting heights, hitting speeds, very, very impressive. Tournaments like this are the biggest, by far, the biggest drain and stress on an athlete's body in volleyball, playing for your national team. There's only a few club championships, the World Club Championships. That's where you'll have a few matches over a week's worth of competition. That's only the only one. The rest of the time you have your league, which is game a week. So it goes down with interest from Chinese. Once Gafour makes an error. Iran think it may have come off some hands. We're going to have a challenge from them. No point for Iran. France with the ball, Rossard with the serve. France not sealing the net. So Benavi gets the point for Iran. Would you believe it? It's Iran who are making the mistakes in this second set. They've had opportunities to go in front, extend their lead. It's not happening. Chinese now with the serve for France. serve from Manavi. That's volleyball 101. Big serve, overpass, free ball in, and then into transition. And win the point. Another overpass, and it's an easy swing for Saeed. So 8-5, Iran lead at the tech timeout. Manavi once again. The break didn't help him at all. Nice work to get that through the gap. So a point for Iran. They've extended their lead to 4 now. Let's call it the timeout. Iran trying to hold on to this lead. Certainly having Manavi in has made a difference for them. They seem a little bit more stable. Azi apologises. Wrap that ball into the face of Clevenot and co. Maruf serve. Decent effort by Mustafa Hayden. Almost kept it in play. Good up from Manavi. Forward the tip that's gone 7 meters and no one's got onto it. Keeps you around the point. Nice play from Manavi. still moving whilst the ball's being played. Why didn't come up. With a decent swing on the pipe attack to give France the ball. What you will see is an error last time. Did on the tip ball. Tidy block from Chinanisi and Ossard. You open up the court. Great set from Maruf. Gets the block out again. Iran not showing any signs of letting it slip this lead. So it's an unforced error from France, and the lead gets bigger now for Iran. The ball went into the red and white poles, the antenna. The swing from Boyette. Leibmo this time with no difficulty putting it away. No plays in Italy for Piacenza. Into the technical timeout. Leading 1-0 and 16-12. Swing in the middle, give France the point.
By France, number 12 out, number 11 in, number 6 out, number 4 in.
Petri keeps it in play. Brizard goes back to him again. That's a decent dig from Iran, and a pipe attack from Manavi gives Iran another point. shot from Clevenot. Frustrating Maroof. Clever little shot from Maroof. That's a huge block. Jean-Patrick getting his hand up and got a big swing on the board. Like there's going to be a challenge coming. Or not, no. Second ref just in conversation with Tilly. I just think he's not happy with what number 2 Ibadipor said through the net after the block. That's a good leave. Double substitution is going to be reversed now for France. Oh, that's a massive block from Brossard. There's no line for Gafour. Bigger swing this time from Boyer, going deeper.
We've got 18 serving 21. Iran leading 1-7.
Oh, his work is done. Brossard with the serve. Nice work by Tilly. Good pick up. Little pancake will work. Oh, that's an absolute belter. A quicker ball out to Clevenot, who has just dispatched it down the line, catching Maroof near the face. No damage done, no malice intended, and no offence taken. That's an excellent rally. Vicious swing from Clevenot. Timeout called by Iran. So the timeout working for Iran. It's going to change here, and coming in is Salah Soon. As he replaces Maruf. Very tight angle. He gets away with it. There was nowhere to go for Iran on that play. Maruf couldn't get in to set the ball, having to dig it. Oh, that is incredible from Bolter. He's jumped and just waited and said, go on, into my hands. How dare you. Iran still have the lead. Sheehan easy with the serve, but it's nowhere near as easy as it was for Iran. Looked like a bit of a throw. It's all square now. If Iran had done it, they wouldn't be complaining. Just the turn of the body makes it look a little bit longer in the arms than it probably was in the hand. Nothing wrong with that play. It's just frustrating for Iran. Manavi gets the block out. So Iran are 2 away from taking the set, but are we going to see another situation like we did in the first set? Are we going to have an epic where we get to 24-all and we keep on going? I would bet against it. Ace serve for Iran. Maybe I would now. That's a huge serve. Manavi's done brilliantly since coming on. He's made a real impact. He's taking his chance to be on court, showing the coach that he's deserving of his place. So 105, but again it's bisecting the 2 players. No one is taking away his power line either. No one's getting in front of that, so it's going to be tricky, isn't it? Hoping that ball is going to go on to a player. Good setup for Manavi. I expect he'll go back to the same spot. Get in between the servers and then keep belting in between them once more. That was clever from Tony Uti. Held it just fractionally so that the middle went with Bolter, then goes out wide for Rossard, who gets blocked out. Boy, he's got to do something special for the serve line. Iran are 1 serve receive away from being 2 sets to nothing. No, but they don't even have to play it. An error from Boyer hands the point to Iran. They take the set and they lead France by 2 sets to nothing.
っていますよ。はい、まずは西スタンドから行ってみよう。大阪市中央体育館をですね、真っ赤に染めて、見れたら嬉しいなと思っています。ね、この後最終試合は
Error rate's a lot lower. France with one more block, but Iran with 18 points from attacking. It's a big difference in the end. So Iran in a good position now, leading by 2 sets to nothing. They're 1 set away from guaranteeing themselves and maybe a bronze medal on the podium.
今、1位がですね、第2試合まで終えてです、イタリアです。はい。続いてブラジル、3位がイラン。この上位3チームの順位がこのようになっています。で、今後になってくるのがですね、1位イタリアと2位ブラジル、これが繰り返る可能性だったことがあるわけですね。最後に日本戦を残しているブラジル。はい。そのあたり非常に大きな見どころです。さて、このイラン対フランス戦迎えるサードセットなんですが、これをイランが取ると勝利、フランスは後がなくなりました。ご覧いただく皆さん、ナイスプレーにはどうぞ大きな拍手をよろしくお願いします。さあ、それでは第3セット、これよりスタートします。
Set 3 about to get going. France will serve. Toniutti with the ball. It's a must-win set now for Les Bleus. They have to take this one to stay in the match. Looking at that first point and that swing from Faizi, Iran in no mood to take this one into a 4th set. That's a huge swing. Chinese, still just a teenager. Chase by Rossard. Clevenot checks, resets, and gets him down the front of Iran's block. That's an excellent swing from Clevenot, which is why he plays in one of the top leagues in the world, Serie A in Italy. That time, no, he doesn't find a way through. And Iran have the ball back and lead by a point. Maruf with his eyes on that one. For once, Manavi coming up short. Boyer comes in with a big serve. Courtesy of the net. So the middle functioning on both sides very effectively. So it's all about that first pass, get the ball in. Chances are, get the middle running, you're going to score a point. Walters just about caught the line with that one. Way up there, but he then closes up, doesn't he, as he goes to hit the ball. Losing a little bit of height, but he's doing that to try and generate some power as he hits the ball. For working the fingers, bringing it around level. That's going to stay in play. It's a monster swing and a good lead in the end. Well, Ibadibor didn't know much about that ball through the middle as it came off his shoulder. Around, stuck at it. They have levelled the scores. Covering from Tilly. There's a half-hearted attempt to play defence from Gafour, who's in a position but really watching, not committing to play defence. So the technical timeout sees France have the lead, but they are trailing by 2-0.
Iran leading 2 sets to the France. Upon May 7th, the third. Number 6, Mohamed Musavi.
Iran need to keep things going, stay on an even keel, getting their side outs. Saeed trying to get there. Again, lovely setting from Toniuti. Holding the middle. Very quick ball out behind from the touch with his hands. Very difficult to tell it's going behind until it's too late. Saeed turning that one. Rossard had come in and played it, but he didn't really get back far enough to come in and then attack on the ball. And Iran have moved in front. Serve, but the attack was just a calm and cool roll into a moving block. France sided out. France have serve. Oh, Bolter put off by Maroof. It's actually come off Maroof. So that embarrassment has disappeared completely because it was a great swing from Bolter. He hit it out to start with.
And 11-11, French prize on the board.
Just to see the encore now to say if he caught that 11-11. Put it. French fries on the board. That's a good one, isn't it? That one is in. There's going to be a challenge. Toniuti having a good old discussion with the first referee. It's in. It's France. We'll have the serve. Klebno with the ball. And France in front. Kovakovic will be very happy with the way his team are playing. Got those first two sets in the bag. All square here. France with some flashes of brilliance. Some crushing spikes. But Iran are equal to it, giving as good as they get. It's a real stinger for Libero. He's actually holding his arm as he walked off. He might have a bruise later.
Just out of bounds, point to Iran.
One that was tantalizingly close. Close enough to warrant a challenge.
チャレンジは失敗でした。
Batted ball with the error. Rossard working the block. France now 2 in front. That's a top serve, and Tony Uti will get himself an ace. Into the technical timeout. France leading by 3. Tony Uti unable to reenact his ace serve. No duplication coming. Iran with the ball. Navi finds the line. Iran are now back to within 1. Good covering by Chinanese, but this to bring Iran level. Very nice hit. Chinanese has gone with the middle, big space then. Very bad ball to swing into. In that situation, too far into court. Haven't really seen the USA, and on occasion, France put their 6th player very deep. As we're heading into the business end, the last third, it's France through Clevenot who have the lead. Before gets the better of Klebno. Oh, it's a great swing. Klebno past Maroof. Before down the line, just watching it as it goes past him. France into the 20-point zone first. Brizard's come in, a bit more height at the net, replacing Tony Uti. One setter for another. Lovely from Maroof.
キャプテンのマルーフがフラに2で決めました。
We're keeping France in front. Maroof is so casual, so calm. There's no leg movement from him either. He just stands straight. He just sets it. But he does walk through the ball, so he's getting his body into it, but that was quality. Okafor turned around, but only to watch the ball go past his ankles. Okafor's not entirely sure, but I think we're going to have a challenge, see if that come off the block. Rossard is going to say, no, I didn't touch it. Trying to be as nonchalant as possible.
The challenge by Iran.
Oh, actually looking for a net touch. So, challenge team having a look. Didn't look like it. So an unsuccessful challenge and a timeout will come from Iran. As it always does, it's 21-23. 21-23 is classic call timeout scoreline.
Now down 22 in Iran, 22-23.
Toniutti back in. Rotation 1, this is for France. The 3 front court attackers. Toniutti's got to come round. Get into a good position. He's got... in fact, he looks like he's stacked all of his team. No, he hasn't. He's got Clevenot out of the way. He wants to run Clevenot on the 50. And Boyer then gets the block out. So an interesting stack with Clevenot almost trying to get out of the passing with that particular rotation. Not normally seen when you have the back row passer on that side. The upshot of it all is that France have set point. Brossard with the serve. And they have a free ball. They're going to have a swing for the set. And Clevenot makes sure that doesn't come back. France take it 25-22, but it's Iran that lead by 2 sets to 1. Statistics from that last set. France with 2 aces, 17 points in attacks, 5 errors given to them by Iran and 1 block. Iran did have chances, but they let France get the better of them.
TV イランが世界8位、フランスが9位、それをそのまま映しているような試合だとも言えます。
It will be Iran to serve to get the 4th set underway. That's a good dig. Menabi has slowed down, so a chance here for the French team to get the point. They do. Boyer works the block.
Hawaii, number 3.
Number 3、サマン・パエシ、速攻からの得点です。
All going on serve at the moment. It's a good dig and recovery as well. What a wonderful set from Marou. That ball left his hands at definitely twice the speed it came in to find Said in the middle. Another big serve from Bolter. That's going to be an error from Said. He's hoping it's in, but it's not. So Gafour gets it off Klivno. Much to Klivno's frustration. Now it'll be Manabi to serve. It's Klivno with the error. Nowhere for France to go with that one. They read what was happening, got themselves set, shut down Boyer. Just edge in front, but still an awful long way to go in this set before we'll know the outcome. The Iranian fans delighted. They've been supporting the team avidly right throughout this tournament. Been here every day. We're in Nagoya, come here to Osaka. It's a massive ace serve from Iran. They've opened up a 2-point lead. And that is the threat at the moment. The big threat that Iran have is from Manabi with his serving. He's causing havoc when he gets it right. Manabi once again. Manabi set himself up for a massive swing cross-court, but the block is there to slow the ball down. To go into, ideally, is your player at 6, unless there's a big gap in the block that you think you need to cover. It's got to come a long way to get to you. Generally off the block's going to be slowed down. And taking a tennis-style defense of second serve, you can see tennis is generally a good way to go about defending at 6 when you're deep. Chase that ball down off the block. This is a nice put away through the middle. Bolter closing his arms too late. Another big serve into the tech timeout. 8-5 up. However, Iran were there in the last set, 8-5 up, and ended up losing it.
フランスですね、トレボール・クレブノが20得点でまずポイントリーダー、そして12番のステファン・モイエが19得点、そしてトレンティンコがイランですね、アビー・リバフール18得点。
Clevenot and Boyer leading the way in terms of scored points. It's Iran with the lead in terms of action on court at the moment.
We'll make it 6-8. Tyrell Poulter back to serve for France.
Well watched by Maroof. Well, that's fortunately for Brossard, it's come off of his head and gone back over and then gone out of play. Maroof to serve. His front court, so he's allowed to block. Oh, good swing. Looked like he came off the block from Adipor. I think they're going to challenge it. Looking for touch.
The challenge by Iran, block touch.
ティビがブロックタッチに関するチャレンジです。
Challenge from Iran.
Just barely got the touch. And it's 10-6 Iran.
スコア10対6となります。リードはイランです。
It was a huge swing from Boyer. Rather unlucky. Mustafa Haddadi was in the way, but that was all he was in the end. Oh, that's great play from Gafour. He was jumping up, lulling Boyer to go and play it off his hands, and then took him away. Now you see them, now you don't. Good lead from Tilly. The ball had passed inside the antenna, which is why when Mustafa went to play it, as soon as he touched it, it was being out. Nowhere to Clevenot to go. Iran are doing very well, having opened up this lead to keep hold of it. Excellent linking between Shinanisi and Toniyuti. And not letting France back in at the moment. Factory is in.
For the substitution by France, number 6 out, number 4 in, number 12 out, number 11 in.
フランス2枚目
Manavi gets the ball down. Now Manavi's done some real damage from the serving line. He'll be looking to do that again. Looking for Iran to extend their lead. He's got license to go after this. He doesn't necessarily need to build it up. He certainly has gone after it, but he hasn't found that baseline. Clevenot also struggling to find the court. Saeed now back for Iran. Maruf normally very reliable, normally watches what's going on, normally sees the contact, but for once had no idea where the ball was.
世界選手権出場の経験があります。現在21歳、ミドルブロッカー、ダニエル・ビルト。
Filter with the serve. So a bit of confusion for Iran, and France are back to within a point.
1点ビハインドまで追い詰めてきました。追い上げてきましたフランス。
More trouble for the team in red. France have levelled the scores 15-all. Rakovic is going to let things ride. He's not going to call a timeout. Not just yet. That's point going to a break anyway, because it's the technical timeout. But who's going to have the lead? The Iran who go in with their noses in front, leading by 2 sets to 1. Points won, 5 apiece so far from the serving line. with the serve. Bruno getting the better of Saeed. It's pretty much a game. We've had very few rallies, really, haven't we? It's all been instant side outs, points been scored or errors been made. It's not classic volleyball, I guess, in the sense it probably is as well in that respect, because the rallies are so few and far between. Chance here for France. As I say, we've got no rallies, we've got one going. Well, it's an error from Ibadimor that hands the lead to France. Now Iran call a timeout.
Timeout by Iran.
本セット、ティームイラン1回目のタイムアウトです。まずティームイランなんですが、日本を対戦しまして、何番手にアメリカのチームを対戦スコア対戦イタリアと対戦しまして、ナンバー4ジャパンハーマーに21ポイントを取ってベストスコアラーとなっています。
I wonder how good a team Iran would be without Maroof. They've got some guys, hitters, very athletic. But he links them up perfectly. Manavi now hands the lead back to Iran. Massive swing from Brossard. Yeah, free hit. Shinanese commits on Fayazi. France are now back in front. It's an ace serve from France. Brossard was saying, is it in? Yep, it's in. But there is going to be a challenge and cue dramatic music.
Ball in out.
ティームイランボールインアウトに関するチャレンジです。
So an unsuccessful challenge, an ace serve for France. They now lead by 2. Make that 3.
Timeout by Iran.
Iran call the timeout. Looks like we're heading into 5 sets.
We
side will serve again for France. Gafour was screaming as he put that one away. A massive roar from him. Gari's coming in to serve. Just having a little look, who is available, who can he go to? And he finds the middle. Another big swing. Iran, though, have got to try and make something happen, haven't they, from the serving line? They are going to turn it around if they're going to avoid this fifth set scenario. That will do very nicely. Salafzoun, who's been coming in as a blocking substitute, and at last it pays off. Gafour. He's not going to stop Klimno this time. There's Salafzoun. Right through the arms, posting that one between the arms of Salafzoun. Set point is just 1 point away for France. They're going to look for a touch. Gafour convinced that's off the block. They've gone for balling out. They didn't want. They wanted block touch, which is what they're now saying. Oh dear, it's nowhere near the block. Nowhere near the court. Big set point for France. Saved by Iran. Huge hit from Ibadipour. France have called the timeout.
Set point, France.
Unfortunately, he was watching, couldn't react quickly enough, and would you believe it? It's 24-all, and we're where we were in the first set. Cleveland shut down. This game is anyone's for the taking. Good work from Jean-Patry.
25-24 set point France.
イタリア戦でチームのベストスコアラーに輝いたジャッパノリ、この試合でも立志してます。
25.
Here we go again. So close, Maroof watching that one. Doesn't catch the floor. Just maybe a little bit of fatigue creeping in from Maroof. It's been a long 5 days of competition. He's played practically every point of it with his team by the time Salah Zuma's come in. Set point again for France. That's a big throw, it's not going to count, and it is a carry. Kolakovic is saying, oh, you've only called that because they called it. It's not, that's stuck in the arm forever. It's a massive throw. It's a great call from the referee. France take the set 27-25, and we are going into 5 sets. We're going into the decider. The first to 15 will decide the match. But you can't complain about that. I mean, he might as well put his other hand on it, pretend that it was a throw-in. Maroof's still talking about that. That's done and dusted. Coin toss. Who's going to have what for the serve? For the end? Or receive? Well, we avoided another epic. Just 27-25 this time. But what a game we've seen. 4 sets down, 1 to go. Who's going to take it? We're going to find out shortly. Before then, here are the highlights. Statistics. 5 aces, 27 attack points, 12 errors, 8 points worth of blocks. France got the ball into transition more. The changes of personnel seem to have come good for France. Rossard coming in. Bolter's done well, starting this match. The question is, who is going to take the pick? I think I'll take the fifth in having to answer it.
Set to 15. The final match for Iran and France in the Grand Champions Cup.
さあ、素晴らしい試合を見せてくれているチームイラン、チームフランスにファイナル戦突入前に大きな拍手を送ってください。ナイスゲームです。これよりファイナルセット突入。
Ibadipur with the serve. This, the race to 15. No technical timeouts. Will change ends when one team gets to 8 points. It's fast, it's furious, and one team will be, come the end of this one, having not got themselves over the line. Rossard with the first point. France are up and running. Bit of skill from Maroof. Nice dig from Ibadipur. Navi gets blocked out. I would say it was a little bit tight to the net. Doesn't matter when Marouf's setting. Does though for Brizard. Double touch for him. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It looked for all the world as if he was going to go up and really swing on that ball. Especially when you're watching it end on like that, but he just let it go over his head and land out of court. Brilliant from Maroof. That's a great dig. Tilly keeps it in play, joust at the net, and we still continue. Manavi gets block out. Iran in full flow here, they lead by 2. France call the timeout.
Final set of Team France 2回目のタイムアウトです。
Bottas somehow managed to get that one down on the other side of the net. They need to challenge straight away. Tilly is not happy with that, but there's no point complaining to the referee. They think that ball went into the net, didn't touch the block, but that's an in-rally challenge that France would need to have made. And again, they're looking at the ref. They just need to challenge during the course of it. It is allowed, and you can do it. You can't challenge now, though, because it's once the rally has ended, it's the last point you can challenge. It's Iran who have the point. Well, it might be a missed opportunity for France. They were complaining the ball had gone in the net and they hadn't touched it, but they didn't call an in-rally challenge. And now they've lost another point. Iran leading by 3.
ポイントになります。6対3になります。
Foot fault. Great ball in from Tilly, although Cleave knows a little too early. That's hit the floor. It's back to within a point. Saeed saying it was in. He's hit that miles out. Or has he? Once again, cue the dramatic music. We have a challenge from Iran. Saeed was convinced he put it in. And that's why, because he did marginally clip the line. Even Kolakovic is like, oh yeah, that just got it. But Saeed knew. He knew he put that in. Challenge system proving it's worth its weight in gold. Could prove to be worth its weight in bronze medals for Iran if they can win this one. Super play from Iran. So 8 points up, teams change ends. Shouts for Allez Les Bleus coming from the audience. And no doubt from those of you supporting France and watching wherever you're watching from. But at the moment, it's all Iran.
Thibaut Rosat.
So Thibaut Rosat gets it off the block. France are not giving up without a fight, but at the moment, there's not much that they can do. Maruf can go anywhere, and he goes behind to Badipor. France at the net, clutching the straws. I had no idea where that was going. Lovely ball in from the libero. One-on-one, no chance at all for the defenders. Lovely rally. Well, an exhausting rally as well. It's France that take the point. Rakovic keeping his team G'd up. So too Gafour. Gafour comes through.
A
Lovely set again from Maruf. Gara's coming in to serve. Jean-Patry making an impact. Patry posting a point for his team. Good work from Bolter. Nice touch from Maruf. Gafour with a bit of work to do, goes deep. Now a chance as Brizard goes behind, and that's straight back into the face of Jean-Patry. But Iran are getting closer to victory. Saeed taking some deep breaths, Manavi gulping air. But it is a wonderful point for Iran. Salafsoun's coming in. For once.
Serving for Iran.
It's looking good for Iran here. Salafsoun into block, into the front row. He's had one block in this match. I'd really like to get another one. And Badipor with the serve. Sorry, it wasn't Badipor, was it? It was Gafour. No double contact on the first touch. And nobody over to cover deep because if Badipor it was who played the ball. He was on his backside as that ball floated to the other side of court, and France have the ball back. Jean-Patry will serve. Salafsoun comes off. Maruf goes back in. Iran are flying. They can smell victory. That didn't quite work work.
強い判定。
さあ次の1点イランが取りますとマッチポイントを握ります。
Iran calling timeout.
ファイナルセット、ティームフランス2回目のタイムアウト、フランス5セットのタイムアウトを使い切りました。
Jump service and float. Maybe in one. Maybe in serve in one.
Rafa Manzalez.
Maruf throws it down. It is now match point for Iran.
さあいよいよイランにマッチポイント。決めたいしのげるかフランス。
They're so close. He is so close to victory here. Oh, he served for Iran. What a way to win, and what a way for Iran to take their first ever medal in a major FIVB competition. They have bronze here in Osaka. They have finished third at the FIVB World Grand Champions Cup. The fans are delighted. The players ecstatic. They have beaten France by 3 sets to 2. What a game. What a start to the game. 38-36. And then when we got to set 4, it looked like we might be going in the same direction again. This time it was France prevailing 27-25. That's what it means to the players. Kapoor delighted. He's played exceptionally well. Delakovic will be pleased. He's going with his team to their first medal. The travelling fans also delighted.
この一戦で行います世界ランキング1位のブラジルを迎え撃つ新生龍神日本の戦いを
Enjoy this moment. They're going to enjoy their moment later on at the end of this tournament, the awards ceremony. All that hard work and effort pays off. They've always been an exciting team to watch. They've always taken teams close. They've always been there or thereabouts. Now, for these players, they'll be taking home a medal. Hoping to have a chat with Maruf, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Not yet, anyway. I'm not sure, it may well be that it's Nazari's last match. He's a 1984 player, so certainly one of the older players in the team. There's definitely something going on, isn't there, with celebrations and hugs. Well, if it is his last ever game, what a way to celebrate it with a bronze medal.
Maruf, it's a great day for Iran, I think.
Yeah, I think we deserve that. It was our first medal in the world. We are so happy. I am proud of my team. Congratulations to all Iranians.
But you made us wait a long time after a very long first set and 5 sets in total.
Yeah, you know, it's France, one of the best team in the world. It was a tough game. We knew that. Hopefully we won first set and we start to play our volleyball. And in the 5th set we play with less mistake and hopefully we won.
And you had some great support here in Japan. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I love all supporters here. They love volleyball. Also we have Iranian here. So many Iranians live in Japan and they always support us from 2007 until now. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
So great to hear from Maruf. He'll go back and join in with the team as they continue to celebrate their first ever medal. It's like Christmas has come early. So, our second game of the day comes to an end. We have one more game to go. Japan will be taking on Brazil. And Brazil looking to win against Japan to take the gold medal here at the FIVB Grand Champions Cup. Italy are guaranteed a silver. Iran have taken bronze. Will it be Brazil taking gold? That remains to be seen. There'll be a capacity crowd here for that. That's for sure. The crowd still filing in this magnificent venue, this magnificent place to come and play your volleyball. And what a magnificent game we just watched. Here are the highlights. Here are the statistics then from that last set. Iran with 1 ace, 10 points from attacks. They were given 3 errors, but only gave away 3 errors, and they made 1 block. Very little in it, but it was the difference in terms of those 10 attacks, 3 more than France could muster, plus the 1 ace. The stats from the match overall are huge, especially after that first set. Only 1 point difference in aces, 6 in attacks, 6 in errors, 4 in blocks. France making more digs but unable to convert them. Well, it was a fantastic match. Here's the table as it stands. Italy are top. Iran are guaranteed will have a bronze medal. Brazil just need a point to guarantee silver, and they need to win to take gold against Japan. It'll all be decided in our final game here at the Grand Champions Cup. But for now, though, from all of us here, it's goodbye.